Today on the net, the web investigates Barack Obama's plan to reform the US health system. In Gabon, the race to succeed the late Omar Bongo is raging online. And a video recreates video game classics in Lego.
I believe that real healthcare reform is finally possible.
US President Barack Obama has been redoubling efforts to set out his obligatory healthcare cover for all scheme, the cost of which is estimated at $1,000 billion over 10 years. A healthcare reform greatly discussed online, but on share sites explains why such a reform is necessary and urgent. We learn that the US spends more than all other countries on health, but that Americans are still not in better shape, nor do they live longer. Something reiterated by this video blogger, who claims here that a rethink of the US healthcare system is indispensable. For him, it is unthinkable that some of his fellow citizens do not have access to quality care due to lack of money. However, some like this Republican are far from welcoming the reform with open arms. He explains that in his opinion, the project is doomed to fail, as it is too costly, and he questions the methods used to finance it. A point of view criticized by a webcomic in this satirical sketch. Here, the comedian passes himself off as a hardcore conservative and questions how poor people can criticize the current system when they have no knowledge of something they cannot access. Finally, this video examines the way the Republican Party is criticizing the reform. A pro-Obama video which claims that conservatives propose nothing concrete in terms of health and are simply scared by terms such as government control acquisition and universal social security system.
Healthcare being taken over by the...
In Gabon, the race to succeed Omar Bongo has been open since the official announcement of his death on June the 8th, and with the approach of the presidential elections set for August the 30th in the country, the candidate list is growing longer, a struggle for power echoed by the blogosphere. Supporters of Ali Ben Bongo, son of the late head of state, are particularly active online and are campaigning for him to succeed his father. Several support groups have been created on Facebook, and this photo montage boasting his qualities is circulating on share sites. A candidate who seems to be the favorite to win the vote, as he disposes of his father's political networks, as claimed by this blogger. But he explains that some citizens are not in favor of this dynastic succession. Just like candidate Daniel Mangara, leader of the Bongo Mass Leave movement and former political exile, many fear electoral fraud that could pave the way to a landslide victory for Bongo Jr. Hence the reason why Mangara requests in this online video that the international community send in observers to guarantee a clean vote. Supporters of other candidates are not to be outdone. Opposition member Pierre Mambundo enjoys support from the overseas Gabonese diaspora, which has created a blog to present its candidate, described as a strategist and uncompromising opponent of the Bongo regime. This net user affirms that the election is nevertheless set to be the most open in the nation's history. He recalls that no matter the name of the future president, he should break with a pass marked, in the net user's opinion, by 42 years of corruption and vote-catching policies. OpenStreetMap is a scheme designed to create free world maps for all by using a GPS system or other free data. Founded in 2004 by Steve Coast at University College London, the site functions a little like Wikipedia. Anyone can contribute to creating and digitalizing maps, an initiative which aims to stop the definitive appropriation by commercial bodies of assets that the entire world community needs. Since July the 7th, an American Star Wars fan has been permitting the whole world to act out scenes from the first episode of the saga, filmed in 1977 by George Lucas. To do this, the film Star Wars: A New Hope was divided into 473 sequences of 15 seconds that fans are invited to reproduce with their own means. An original idea, offering surprising results. Recreating old video games with Lego bricks. This is the original idea hatched by young American graphic artist Michael Hickox. In this stop-motion animation entitled Lego Arcade, the online artist revisits classics such as Space Invaders, Pac-Man, and Pong.